Right then, we're off to Perth. Just doing a little bit of video. Loads of traffic now. We might have come down this way. All I know is there's a bloody great mountain up there with snow on it. Look. I've had a bit of a sandwich, cake, a nice hot cup of coffee made from the flask. I feel a bit anxious. I hate it when I don't know where I'm going to stay. So you mainly need electric at the moment because it's still pretty cold. Otherwise you can't have the fan on or anything. You're just getting your sleeping bag. There's a big mountain up there with snow, look. But of course my back, on the way here, I wouldn't have seen that. My back would have been, do you know what I mean? I was driving away from it. I don't know if it'll come out, but there's a big sort of mountain up there. Don't look very safe. I bet they get loads of rockfall and trees and that. This is the A5 maintained by Bear Scotland. Yeah, there were some nice places I could have videoed earlier, but I really wanted to get on a bit. It's now 10 to 2. I left at 10 past 12 after I filled up with petrol at the local garage at Oban. I looked at the time, did the miles, and it was 10 past 12. It's been a steady drive. That's what I said, it's all new to me. So it does create a bit of anxiety, not knowing where you are, but that's part of the fun. That's part of the fun. It's not knowing where you are. Not knowing where you're going to stay. But giving yourself plenty of time to get there. I mean, one feeling I think, oh, why don't you go straight to Perth? No, go straight to Stirling. Use that as your base. So in the back of my mind I've got that, but then you can stay in there's a camping site actually in the palace of Scone, in the grounds of Scone Palace. So that appeals to me and it looks quite cheap. So that is where I am heading, to Scone Palace. Scone is where Matilda and David I of Scotland, when he became king, that's where the kings of Scotland were crowned. There's the Scone chair, which I believe has been returned to there by the Queen, who had it in London for a while. She sat on it during her coronation, and apparently all kings and queens do. it feels appropriate to go to Scone or Scone. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it. But it's all pretty scenery. I thought I'd just well do a bit because I'm not actually visiting anywhere today. This is called Loch Lubert. I don't know how you pronounce it. Loch Lubert. Loch Lubert. I might have even been down this road, but I don't recognise it. I had a long drive from Glasgow, not that long ago. It seems like ages ago now. We might have come this way, I really don't know. All the roads are very similar to me. And there's lochs everywhere. I'm not going up to Fort William or Inverness or anywhere. I did it in the past. It would be nice in one way to do it, but I've already got quite a big agenda on, and I've got to say, don't go up any further north. There's no need for me to go to John O'Groats. I mean, for old time's sake, yeah. But to be quite honest, I've got a lot to do, and I need to be able to know that I can fit it all in. So we're on schedule doing this. This is part of the plan. This is not a deviation. I'm following the original plan, Plan A. Because not far from Scone, there's Dunkeld, or Dunkeld. I can't remember how you pronounce it. Now I've got lots of circles around Dunkeld, but because I can't get on the computer, I can't check nothing out. Why I've got that ring so much. I mean, I do know there was a lot of battles that took place there. They're all going to Oban! Get on the ferry! Run! This is the A85, by the way. Takes me all the way to Perth. From the Perth, I get the A93. Now there's two scones, old and new. But I'm heading for the palace where there's supposed to be camping facilities. It's only 40 odd miles, so I might even get a chance. It might still be open, so I can book in and look round, and I might spend 2 nights here. I want to do Stirling as well. Stirling would be better when the banks are open for me. I do need to get to a bank because I'm running low on funds actually, because I can't get to a bank. I can't get online even to transfer any money over. You know, it's really difficult. The line, all the Wi-Fi I've ever used flickers and goes off quickly. So, you know, I can't even do a proper transaction so I need a bank really. I've probably got enough money for tonight. Petrol should be alright. I've got some cash and I have got some money in the bank. Very expensive. Very expensive. My big expense was going to Iona. To be quite honest, the ferry was very dear. But the camping was dear, so you know the ferry was £78–9. The camping was £60 to £70. Plus you've got to put petrol in, plus you have to eat. Although I haven't eaten out, I think I had one pasty, I had a bowl of soup somewhere. I've been eating tinned food, packet and tins. Now I don't think this is the Trossachs. I'm not quite sure what this is. But it's all very pleasant, isn't it? Suey. Yeah, they don't look that high. I thought I'd do a little bit of videoing. Might never come up here again, unless my grandkids have ever bring me up here. So once, well, it was 40. Zara was 3. 2 or 3 years old when I last came up here. So you're talking about 39 years ago since I've been to Scotland. It's a two lifetimes away. A lifetime away. That was hitching and hosteling. I was 25 years old. And I went right to the top, John O'Groats. I walked through the Caledonian Forest alone, 25 miles. But the thing is, I'm used to being alone. I can remember when I was young, going out with a load of foreigners, like Swedish people, into a pub, because there were no English, it was all foreigners hosteling, and having to hitch everywhere. Like Eileen was recovering in Glasgow Hospital from chicken pox. She was supposed to be with me, but for one whole week I was alone. So I remember being alone. Now I've just got Alberta and the spirit of Bram, who's close to me. And I got my mum with me, and maybe a few other friends who are helping, and some other dogs. It's a possibility. I'm not totally alone. I can't believe how quiet this road is. It's a bit unnerving, isn't it, really? So I am a little bit anxious. I do get a bit scared by myself, but it's only natural. Places. This is my one opportunity, and I have to do it alone. You know, I've got to do this alone, apparently. Sometimes one has to be alone to find yourself. It's a great leveler. I know it's not easy on your own. I've had other family tree trips where sometimes I wish I had somebody with me to share the moment with. I loved it when Zara came and Brandy that time. It's a completely different experience with someone else. You're treated completely differently by the public when you're with people. When you're on your own, people are weird towards you. They don't even know they're doing it. I know that. They don't really know how they treat you differently, and I'm probably exactly the same. If I was with a group, say all my family out, and some person on their own started chatting to us, we'd all be thinking, oh, you know, your own, you know, we do it. People are cruel as well, and they're bullies. It's naturally in people. Anyway, apart from that, the scenery is beautiful, everyone. Mountain ranges here with snow on the top, lots of Scottish pine everywhere, nice big wide road, plenty of room for overtaking. But these trees are not safe. I've seen them up in Cumberland. When one goes, it's like dominoes, and they all fall over. They're not safe at all. When I'm old, I can play back this video, see? Perth, carry on the A85. Yeah, I reckon I came down this road, you know. Came down here. Red Brain. Yeah, I remember that. Trees down everywhere. Down now. Well, let this lot go. Going up some mountain, which, like I said, I half feel like I've done this, but I don't know. I don't think I have. It's not to say that I didn't do it many years ago, mind. Glen Ogle. It's just something about it. Yeah, Loch Lomond and the Trossachs. That's what this is. Loch Lomond and the Trossachs. Google. Just seems a bit familiar, that's all I'm thinking. Another big mountain coming up. Looks like a big whale, white on it. Look, right in front of us. Like an orca well. Like I said, all these big hills, I would not have seen them. Look at that view, look at that view. There. bit does look familiar high up here. Know how far we are going to go around this bend, do we? And he might bomb down it like a bloody maniac normally. That's getting it all in. Can you get the big mountains in? Slow it again. Smells like some big bloody ass, isn't it? So he might go down there every day. He knows. He knows where the bends are. He knows he can do 70 down here. So that's a pull-in place then. But he's probably saying, well, you've got to pull in there, let me by. Well, I can, because I don't know where I'm bloody going, do I? Head. Just so familiar. Yes, Lochs and I. The Trossachs. Like we're going for Perth. We're going for Perth. And Cliff. here. At least we're getting around Scotland, isn't it? Getting around Scotland, that's for sure. There's a lake. I don't know if it'll come out on the camera at all. I don't know. Briar Cottage, thatch cottage there. It's still about 30 odd miles to Perth yet. So we got a nice scenic route. What I'll do with the video, won't last much longer, I would have thought. But I've got the other camera, I can charge that one up when I'm going along. The memory might go on it eventually. I'll edit it, obviously I'll put it into sections. All we got to know is we're on the way to Perth. From Oban, or Oban, we're going to find our way to a place called Scone, or Scone, however you want to pronounce it, where King David I of Scotland was crowned, as were most Scottish kings, and where his wife, my ×4 great-grandmother, Matilda of Huntingdon, married him. I'm not sure she married him there, but there is a link with her there as well. I mean, they're buried at Dunfermline Abbey. That's why I've got to do that as well. I'm glad I put 30 quid in. Mind you, the needle ain't come off. This has been tanked right up, this van. It does very well on petrol, touch wood. Touch myself because I'm a wood. Yeah, I think I've got used to it. Well, you never get used to being on your own, I don't think you do. I don't think you get used to being on your own. I can remember being very lonely when I was expecting Zara, and unmarried mothers. You know, I've had this problem, you know, in a way. That was hard, in a way. Fortunately, I've always studied and done things to take my mind off it. And, oh, look at them duckies. Ducks playing in the road there. I've always had a distraction. But I must admit, it would be nice to share this experience with somebody. But it's expensive, even with just myself. And, I'm doing this for a reason. This is my family tree trip. Because you can't take all your paperwork with you. I've got a certain amount of documentation I carry with me. I don't even know where that is at the moment. I think it's in a suitcase. The camera is just adjusting itself. It moves up and down.